Hello and welcome to Dickinson's Real Deal. On this show, I help members of the public get the very best price for their antiques and collectibles. I give them a choice.
Hi, Ron.
You can sit down with one of our regular dealers. They're going to try and tempt you with a cash offer on the table today. I will be on hand at all times to help and advise them and make sure that you get the right price. There's an alternative. Place the same goods into an auction and hope to perhaps get a little bit more money there. Today the show comes to you from the northwest of England resort, Blackpool. There's a huge crowd of people here. They've been here since early morning. They're determined to do business. They want to walk away with the real deal.
It's hotting up in the dealer's den already. In fact, things are looking quite tropical with David Halteney and the first deal of the day.
Well, this is a rare item you brought in today. I've never... well, I have seen things similar. Tell me all about this one.
Well, I've had it some time. I bought it on a car boot sale some time ago.
No.
I
Really?
did, yes. And my wife hates it and I love it. She claims it's bitten her twice.
I don't know, it survived in one piece if you bought it at a car boot. Gosh, that neck is so vulnerable, isn't it? Well, I got very excited when I first saw it because Minton produced something like this.
That's right.
Minton Majolica, and it would have been worth thousands of pounds, of course, if it had been Minton Majolica, especially in this condition. I mean, it's absolutely mint, isn't it? I don't think it's terribly old, is it, Peter?
Oh, no, probably within the last 30, 40 years, perhaps.
I would think so, yeah. I mean, I had a quick look underneath. I don't see any... There's a few little marks, but nothing that tells me much about it at all.
No, I looked at it and I couldn't see
a few little impressed marks, but nothing that really gives me a clue. It possibly was bought in Italy, would you think, or somewhere?
Yeah, I thought Italian.
Made in
myself.
Italy,
Yeah, I thought probably
it's a right eyeful, isn't it? How much do you want for it, Peter?
as much as you were prepared to give.
What about 50 quid? Is that any good?
No, thank you.
From the car booth. I wonder how much you gave for it.
Yeah, no, I gave quite a bit for it.
Did you?
I did, yeah.
It took your fancy?
It did, yeah.
I've got 100 quid for it, John. Does that have any interest? I've got to be honest with you, I don't know what it's worth, this. Here's somebody might tell you.
Well, Peter, I saw the start of £50 going down, and I've now seen another £50 going down. And let me give you an idea what I think about this. If you go to auction, because I don't think there's a great deal of age with that, you may struggle. I think what's on the table is generous and is a good offer, and I would have no hesitation in picking that money up and getting out of here as quick as you can.
Well, Peter, what do you think?
Right, so is that...
That's going to be my bid, £100.
Right. Could go another 20 on it.
I wouldn't want to, no.
No. Yeah, we'll have a deal like that.
Good lad.
Okay.
Thank you.
Peter's wife will be delighted to see the back of the Flamingo. Next, will Ian be as pleased with an item that has a secret to reveal?
An amethyst ring.
Right.
May I ask why you're selling it?
It's actually my cousin's wife's ring. What it was, my cousin used to work in Hungary and Russia in the 60s and 70s. And it was a time when you actually couldn't bring currency back out of the country.
Yeah.
So he had to buy certain things. So he bought quite a few things for his wife. And this was one of the rings he brought her.
I'll just look at it and tell you a bit more about it, okay? So you think it's that he brought it out from Russia?
Yeah, Russia or Hungary. We're not sure which country, but that way.
Well, it's not a Russian mark.
Is it not?
No, so it's probably Hungarian.
Right.
The carat of gold is not clearly shown. So
Right,
I would
okay.
assume that it is 14 carat coming from that area. Invariably, it was 14 carat.
Like European?
Yes. And this color, this rosy color, always tended to test for 14 carat.
Yeah. Right.
The stone, which is meant to be amethyst and
Okay.
looks like amethyst,
Right.
is actually glass. It's
Oh,
synthetic.
right.
Did the family know?
I've no idea.
Unfortunately, it's not a real stone. The
Right.
gold is real, you know. And so to gauge my price on what it's worth, I just completely disregard the stone.
Right.
Okay, so I wouldn't want to pay more than 50, 100. That's what I would want to pay. And that is more than the price of gold and just a decorative piece.
Can you not put any more on than that?
Not really, no. It's not worth my while.
Right. Not even £10. Because as I say, it's not for me.
If I gave you £10 more, would that make you happy?
Yes,
That would
be
please
okay.
you and your cousin?
Yes.
Okay, well there you go. So we're going to call it £110 and we have a deal.
Yes.
Shall we shake on it?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
The feel of the Orient has made its way to Corrie, but will she want to make a bid on this Japanese inro?
Can you tell me about it?
It's been in the family for quite some time. We think it's something that a Japanese warrior would have attached to his belt with little strings going through the holes there.
You're absolutely right. It's Japanese, and it is something for a Japanese gentleman to carry his goods in. And it's curious because it comes apart in sections, fine lacquer. Very often, there we go, this one is signed. So you've got a signature by the person who decorated it. And a thread passed through both sides, pulled it together and secured it to his sash or belt.
What would be carried in it?
Anything that was precious, but very often it could be something like spices or medicines.
Oh, right.
Small coins,
Right,
gemstones,
right.
anything that was small and to whoever owned it, valuable. Right, let's put some money on the table and see how you feel about it. 20, 40, 60. That's a very definite no, or is that a hesitant shake of the head?
It's a definite no.
It's a definite no. Let's see if we can do better. 80. Now, I know the signature could mean something. And I don't know what the signature is. I don't read Japanese.
Nor do I.
You don't either. So I'm going to gamble another 20. So you've got 100 on the table. How do you feel about the 100?
A little bit better.
Well, I've come in here, Joe, and I've had a look at the lacquer work, and in my opinion, that's a nice quality inro. Now, with these inros, you really need to know your stuff. You need a specialist. There's a signature on there. I can't interpret that signature, and I really would be more happy if someone could interpret it for me. 100 to 150 is the estimation of our independent valuers. I'm saying it might be worth a gamble at the auction to let some real Oriental specialists have a look at it.
Thank you, David.
There's 100 on the table. Well, I was going to offer you another £10. Is that going to change your mind?
No. We'd really like
Off
to
to
go
auction you go.
Yes.
Well, listen, I wish you the very best
Thank
of
you.
luck. And I hope you do really well at auction.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's on 60.
So it's off to the sale room with auctioneer John Gerard to see if Joan can make more money.
Coming up now is the black lacquered Japanese inro. I thought there was a chance with a signature it could do well, but I don't know. The auctioneer's only got it at 50 to 60 pounds. Let's see what happens.
Bids there, straight in at £85.
Straight in at 85 pounds. That's a good start.
5, 100, 110. £110, and that's on 110. 120, 130. 170 on the net, I'm out. £170 on the net. 190.
This can be the case of having a signature.
All short, £190. Any further interest?
Gamble has gone down to £190. We have some commission to take off. Now, what's your first reaction?
Very pleased. Very pleased.
On the day, £190 under the gavel. Well, the real deal of 160. That's brought a smile to you?
It has.
Even though the voice is just a little bit dodgy at the moment.
It'll come back.
It's coming back now, don't worry. £160 is the real deal.
Also still to come, the item at Mike's table may be miniature.
So, I value this piece, for me to make a profit, obviously, because I'm not in business for the love of it. Oh, well.
So does that mean his offer will be miniature too? Find out after the break.
Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal. Behind the scenes, we have a team of experts. They check and inspect every single item before it's placed in front of our dealers. And it's their independent valuation that you see coming up on your screen.
And they've had a really good look over the small-scale fireplace that's now in front of Mike.
Dates from about 1880. Royal coat of arms at the top. I don't know what these figures are, because it's had 2 coats of paint, so the detail's gone a little bit.
Right. Not painted in the last 75 years, I know that.
No. Well, it's 1880. It's quite possible it could have been painted, you know, like they were housebound then.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes, yeah.
But some people say there were samples for people to take round into shops and show them the big fireplace or the range, or because it's a range, isn't it?
Yes, that's what I thought it might have been.
Yeah, other people say no, they were just made for the big ranges.
Oh, right.
You know, so when you bought the big range, you got
It's
one
a
of
little
these.
one.
I don't think these pokers started off life with it. I think they're what we call, they look to me like little First World War mementos that were made later, you know, out of shell cases.
All right.
Because they had loads of shell cases and they made little bits of brass out of them.
Right.
They're not the quality of this. So, I value this piece, for me to make a profit, obviously, because I'm not in business for the love of it, although, you know, sometimes my wife thinks I am. It's got 20, 40, 60, £80. Don't look so surprised, and don't start smiling too much, because it's £30 more than you thought. So
Just a little bit more.
how much is a little bit more? And it'll have to be a very little bit more.
10?
Do you know, you're keeping your face straight there, aren't you? You're thinking, I've not only won, I've double won. I'll give you £10 because I do deal in them. Well,
There's the money, £90.
there's your £90.
All right, I think it's going to a good home. So.
It is. A good man's bought it. Thank you very much. Well done. Thank you.
Now we're taking a break from the bidding and buying for a trip back in time to remember Blackpool's heyday.
I want to introduce you to a gentleman sat here, Barry Band, retired now, but a show business reporter from this area for various publications. Now, I'm going to take you back, Barry. Part of your collection here are the most wonderful programmes of entertainment, international stars that used to come to Blackpool for various shows. I mean, first of all, where has this collection come from?
This is from the Winter Gardens archive.
Right.
And the Winter Gardens was the venue of many of these shows. The Opera House, particularly, big summer season shows lasting for 4 to 5 months.
Absolutely.
And very big Sunday concerts during the summer.
Yes. Now, you've collated a lot of this material together to put into what type of a book?
Well, I do it as an A to Z of Blackpool entertainment, going back to the beginning of the 20th century. It's really an aid to further research and for people who say, I must know about this person, kind of thing. And that's become a hobby.
Let's reminisce. Let's go to Blackpool past. I can see programmes here with the likes of Francis Albert Sinatra. Just look at this wonderful picture here of Nat King Cole. There, of course, is Doddy and his Diddy Man, just like that Frankie Howard. It's an absolutely amazing collection. This here is a Royal Command performance. And am I right in saying, Barry, this is the first Royal Command performance outside of the London Palladium, outside of London, to be done here in Blackpool?
Yes, that's true. It was in 1955. It came about because the Queen was visiting Lancashire and the theatre owners were asked could they stage the Royal Variety. And many big names of the day, Morecambe and Wise, Julian Warris, Crazy Gang. Top of the bill was an American artist, Eddie Fisher.
Well, I remember as a young man, Blackpool was vibrant, it was alive. Barry, are we ever going to see Blackpool as it was years ago?
Well, I do hope so. You know, Blackpool is being regenerated at the moment. It's going to attract back a lot of people. I just hope it gets to the point where enough people are coming back to make these big shows viable again.
I think that's the secret. I mean, the collection's fantastic. Thank you for bringing it along. I'd like to feel that in the future the public will return to Blackpool in large numbers. The theatres will perhaps once again blossom here, and international stars from around the world will return to Blackpool, the mecca of entertainment in the north of England.
There's plenty of deals to go, but we're still reminiscing when it comes to the item that's arrived at David's table.
Hello, Vera. My name's David Hankney.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. So you brought along here a jug.
Yes.
Tell me something about it.
My uncle was in the army and he hadn't managed to get Mum and Dad a wedding present. He saw the jug in a window for sale, and rather than go home with no wedding present, he bought it for my Mum and Dad.
How nice.
And it's just been in the family of many, many years.
Yes.
From the last war.
Well, I've quickly looked at the hallmark on this jug here, because this has got a silver rim on the top.
It has, yes.
And it's a little bit rubbed, but I think it's 1909, and it was made by Dalton.
Oh, right.
So it's a stoneware jug.
It is.
Some people would say it was for beer, or, you know, it's decorated on the side here with horses and hounds.
They're not usually like that, are they? They're like...
These are raised
yes.
pattern on this, yes, that's right. I think these are applied later. So it's 100 years old, isn't it? Well, it's
yes, it is, yeah.
It's a proper antique.
It is.
So why are you selling it, Vera?
Well, we're getting older, and the really old things that we've got, we've asked the girls, you know, do they want them? They don't want them.
That's the problem,
so,
isn't it?
yeah. And they kept saying, Mum, go and sell them, go to David Dickinson and have a holiday.
So I'll try hard to buy this off you and see if we can add to the holiday fund.
Yeah.
What about £20? Is that any good to you, Vera?
No. No.
£40 any good?
No.
Well, Vera, I think I would want to give £60, and I'm guessing to about what I'd want to give for this jug.
Yeah.
Is £60
I would take it home if I couldn't get just a little bit more.
I don't think I'd really want to give a lot more. I'd give another tenner, I'd give £70. Don't know what you think to that, but there's some advice coming.
Right, Vera, I can see you're wondering, shall I or shan't I?
I am.
50 to 80 pounds is what the independent valuers are saying. I think they're being a bit conservative. I think David's been more generous. You have there 70 pounds, which is right in the middle of it. In my opinion, it's a fair price.
Thank you.
There we are. You've heard the words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Vera, it's £70. It's not a bad bid.
No, it's a fair offer. I'll deal.
Thank you very much, Vera.
Coming up, can Corrie be wooed into making an offer?
That's fantastic.
Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal from the Norbreck Castle Hotel on Blackpool's Promenade.
Will Corrie be able to part a lifelong enthusiast from his prized possession?
Hello, Kerry.
And what is it that you brought along today?
It's an HMV 103 1925 wind-up gramophone.
Well, you know all about it, so let's open it and have a look.
It's made of oak. It's got a number 4 sound box. It has a single spring motor. It's in mint condition.
That's the word I was waiting for. It's in mint condition. It's absolutely fantastic, the condition. It's perfect. It's
got
like
that-
it's never seen the light
That's
of
right.
day.
been
And
well
the
looked
little
after.
dog listening to the gramophone,
Yeah.
famous logo.
Lovely.
And look at the quality of the metal. Shining like the day it was made. Now, what are these?
Sample needles to go with it.
So it's
Yeah.
complete with the original
Complete.
samples, and it works perfectly.
It works absolutely fine.
So are we going to have a go?
I can give you a demonstration.
Okay.
Just wind it up.
I'll get a little wind. Ooh,
I'll
I'm
start,
winding
I'll
carefully.
start the motor. Off we go, that's fine.
And I'll try this. Oh, it's a bit nerve-wracking.
There you are, just put it on the edge. There we go. Now it might not sound too loud, but you can
It's no.
you can control the sound.
Okay, ready? Wow! That's fantastic. Fantastic. We're going to close it.
You can alter the speed. You
Fantastic.
can stop it by the... There we are.
Right, and we lift
Just
it
lifts
up.
off and it goes back to its original position. I'll take it off in case you prick your finger.
It's so romantic.
It isn't it?
Isn't it absolutely wonderful? Okay, let's put some money on the table. 20. 40. 60. 80. It's 80 on the table. And the expert's not too impressed.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. So we're getting there.
You can get in there. Yeah,
We've got David here who's going to give us a hand.
Oh, right.
Now, I was very impressed with the sound of this, HMV, and I'm also very impressed with what's on the table. 40 to 60 pounds, I think it's a fairly conservative estimate from our independent valuers, but 80 pounds, I think, is probably on the money. Are you going to put a little bit more on, or is that it?
I'm very near the end.
Okay.
I mean, 80 is, I think, a fair offer.
Oh, it sounds to me she might sweeten the pot a little bit. It would be my opinion, if you could get a little bit more than that, I would take that.
He's a mind reader.
He is, isn't he?
There is one last note to go on the table.
What colour?
It's an orange.
Regretfully, I'll let it go. It's a deal.
It's a deal.
Hello, Ken, I'm David.
How do you do?
Pleased to meet you. Well, you brought a fascinating collection of medals and buckles, and tell me all about this collection.
All about it.
Well,
I'll be
is
all
it something you've had a long time?
Yes, from childhood,
Really? You've been collecting this since
over the years.
since you were a young man, yeah?
Yeah.
Are these all English ones, are they?
Mostly, yes. Just one Irish, Czechoslovakian,
Yeah. And these are...
Canadian.
This is... what's this one here?
Royal Ordnance Corps.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And these are...
Belt buckles.
belt buckles, yeah. How old would you say these were?
It's Victorian,
Yeah, Victorian one.
10th of last century,
Yeah.
Georgian.
That's a fantastic collection. As I say, I'm not an expert on this kind of... on this sort of thing, but £22, and this is a silver one. It's hallmarked here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scottish.
Scottish one, is it? This one? Yeah. It's a lovely, lovely, fascinating collection. I wish I really knew a lot more about it, because I think I'd be steaming in here with hundreds of pounds, I'm sure, but I'll give you a little offer here of £200, but I'd say to you, don't take it, because this is a really fascinating, interesting collection of medals and
I'll
coins.
take your advice. Okay.
Without a doubt, and I
Take it
can't
to
wait
auction.
to watch the auction myself, because I know they'll do it ever so well. A lot more than that, Ken. Thanks very much for bringing them
Okay.
along today. It's been great.
Ken thought the value of some of the individual items made it worth taking a risk at auction. But will the buyers agree? Well, there's only one way to find out.
The estimation is 2 to 250. The reserve is £200, which is basically the same as what he offered, so we need to get over that. How confident are you?
Fairly.
Fairly confident. If you sell today, are you thinking of going into another area of collecting, or is it just you fancy a holiday, a bit of a spend-up?
Probably pay for my road tax.
OK, bit of road tax, good idea. You've decided to gamble. Is the gamble going to pay off? Well, we're about to find out. Here comes the military items now.
Lot 45, military interest. Bid there of £140 on the books. 140, 160, 170. Any advance on 170? 180, 190. Any advance on 190? 200, 220.
200, 220 with the auctioneer.
Some 220, 240, 250 with me on commission at 250. On the internet then at £260. Any advance on 260?
260 now.
On the net at 260.
260 on the internet.
£260 on the internet at 260. All finished.
Do I feel that after all those years it doesn't feel enough money?
No, there's room for a bit of diesel as well.
OK, room for a bit of diesel as well as the road tax. Well said. On the day, Ken's entire collection made £260 under the gavel. Take away the commission, going home with a real deal of 220 quid.
With the money from the auction, Ken has his road tax paid for and a few extra motoring miles added as well. Now Ian has designs on the set that's arrived at his table. But is he willing to pay the price to seal the deal?
Very pretty Noraki coffee service. Why are you selling something so pretty?
Well, it's just been put away for about 20 years, so I thought somebody else might appreciate it more than me.
I'm sure somebody would love it because it's so pretty and it's in very good condition. Did you ever use it?
No.
Never?
No.
And how did you acquire it?
It was left to me by a relative over 20 years ago.
It is so pretty that I would definitely want to use it if I owned it. The design has been transferred and hand-painted, which is very lovely. And the condition of it, because it has been boxed and not been used, has preserved it till today. Made in England, or made in China, or made in Japan, or made in anywhere, was put onto items around about 1900 to 1934, 1927, around that sort of period, they started putting made in. And so I would say it is definitely from the 30s. So take into account that it's in such lovely condition, very pretty, it's boxed. I'm gauging my pricing accordingly, all right? So let's hope I'm going to be coming up to your standard of what you're expecting. 50, 100, 150. That's what I would like to pay for it, I think, 150. Because of the condition.
You see, there's that little smile on his face. He's thinking, is there trouble coming here? What's going to happen? Now, I can tell you that our independent valuers and auctioneers are a bit on the mean side today. They are saying 30, 40, 40, 60. And I do believe it is a bit on the mean side, the 40, 60. On the table there is £150. I think that is really more to the true value of this exceptional set that's cased and in wonderful condition. I normally have to take Ian in hand, twist his arm and say, get more money on the table. You know what he says? You want more? You want more? We want more. But on this occasion, Ian, do we want more? No. We've got enough on the table. I'm going to say to you, accept that.
Thank you.
I think it's a very fair. As I said on many occasions, I never go by what the auctioneers say. You know, it's my gut feeling, what I want to pay. And I think it's worth £150.
Right.
So, 150 on the table. You're going to accept it?
I'm going to accept it.
You're going to accept it? I thought you would. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Still to come, Maria may have picked up a bargain.
I bought them in Belgium in September.
Yeah, one of them flea markets.
On the street fair.
Yeah.
Indeed, yeah.
Flea market's called. It's not street fair.
Flea market.
Yeah.
Carboon.
So, does that mean Mike will walk away with an easy deal? Find out after the break. Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal on a grey day in Blackpool. For the final deal of the day, as David and auctioneer John Gerard look on, has Mike Melody finally met his match.
And you brought along this pair of beaten-up candlesticks?
This beautiful pair of Russian silver candlesticks, I think you meant to say.
Go on, tell me all about them.
Well, I've only had them about 6 months. I bought them in Belgium in September.
Yeah, in one of them flea markets.
On the street fair, I did indeed, yeah.
Flea markets are called. It's
a
not
street fair.
Street fair.
Flea market,
Yeah.
car boot. So I found they were by a chap called Nast. I think it's Ludwig Nast, who I think is Russian.
So what did they date? Because they've got a date on them.
There's a date. There's a stamp on them with a.
But we don't know whether
But is that
that's
the
a
date
silver
stamp?
mark
I
or
don't
date
know.
stamp.
I don't know enough about silver to
And what's
know.
the number? 1866.
1866, I think, is on there.
Well, I don't think that's a date, but it could be because they're Rococo candlesticks. They are silver in form.
Now, John, a pair of silver candlesticks. Quite frankly, had they have been English, I think you'd have looked at these and thought, well, they're a bit of old tat. They're dirty. They have been converted for electricity, but they have something going for them, and that is they have a Russian silver mark for Minsk, 1866. Now, what do you think?
Well, I quite like them, actually. I mean, I've estimated them 300 to 400, and I can virtually guarantee I think they'll go for 300 minimum.
The good news is our auctioneer is very, very confident. Mike Melody knows a thing or two. Let's see what he puts on the table.
I mean, I basically think they're horrible.
But will they be horrible fully restored?
That I don't know.
It's fully restored. You've got to see through the horrible and into the beauty.
I totally agree. Right, let's put some money down, see if I can't tempt you.
OK.
Right, so 5 ounces. What is it now?
You're talking scrap.
Of course I am.
Those candlesticks are far better than scrap.
Why'd you say that?
And because of who they buy. I wouldn't have brought
There's
just
£80 scrap.
No, sorry.
That's showing you a profit?
It's certainly showing a profit, but there's no way, no.
No.
These candlesticks need restoring.
Do they?
They need somebody to take them away and spend them on
how
them.
much do you think they'd be worth restored?
I think they'd be worth 1,500 restored.
So this is where your research is saying?
I've seen the candlesticks at 40 centimetres at 2,300.
Yeah, and what are these?
30 centimetres.
Yeah.
£80. What's your opinion, John?
The good thing is she's in profit, but not enough.
OK, you've heard what the auctioneer says, but it's nowhere near enough at the moment. I need to get in there and tell our seller we need some more money.
We've got the 30 centimetre here.
30 centimetres, yeah.
How much are them?
I haven't seen any 30 centimetres. I've seen them between 24 and 40 centimetres.
Right.
Between 1,700 and 2,200, mint condition.
OK, mint.
OK. I've heard what you've got to say, and Michael, it's pretty obvious. We have a dealer here.
Right.
I understand you purchased these on a foreign trip abroad in Belgium.
Yeah.
And they cost a very little amount of money. They cost €5. Is that
They
correct?
did, yes.
Okay. Yes. So they were an absolute bargain. The question is, what are they worth on the open market? Well, our independent valuers tell us £300 to £400.
Okay.
Now, my opinion is, if you went to auction, you will see what the current market price is worth from the internet, from advertising. That's how you will find the real value of these. I'm going to leave you with Michael and see what he puts on the table.
OK.
There's £80. I've heard all the edicts. I've heard what David's had to say. I've heard the valuations.
Yeah. But I think we've established that these candlesticks are too good to be scrapped. They need restoring.
Right, I'll tell you what I'll do, Maria. I'll offer you what I think I'll buy them at, to sell them to somebody who could restore them. I'm in the market. I buy silver. Not necessarily Russian silver, but so there's £100. So, and then you can take your choice: 120, 140, 160, 180.
OK.
And in fact, just to make it slightly harder, I'll bring out one of my well and trusted £10 notes. to make it
not the
£100.
£10 note,
To make it
no.
£190.
I've got to be honest, no, keep the £10 note in the pocket because it's not actually close enough to what
Oh, good.
I
Well, I'll make
originally-
it 200 then. So you're going to auction now, are you, Maria? And I'm looking quite good at it at this point.
No, I would have taken 300 cash for them.
Would you?
Yeah. I suppose if I sell those now for £200, I'll only ever know that they're worth £200.
Well, you can always buy them back off me for £150 if I can't sell them.
Oh, okay, that is a point, yeah. But no, I'm going to send them to
All right,
auction.
then,
But I do
Maria,
appreciate
best of
your
luck.
offer.
Well done.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
As we've just seen, Mike wasn't prepared to pay any more money.
I basically think they're horrible.
So we're off to the sale room to see if the candlesticks will make any more. Maria can't make it, but her friend Carol's come along instead.
Now, the lady next to me, you're Carol.
I am.
Now, people at home won't recognise you because it was your friend Maria
That's right.
who turned up on the dealer's day. Now, she brought in a pair of silver candlesticks. They were dirty, there was some damage to them, and they didn't look much until on close inspection they had a Russian silver mark. Now, the auctioneer here has cleaned them a little bit. In fact, Maria, you're not going to recognise those candlesticks. They've had a bit of a clean-up, and the auctioneer has done that to hopefully give them a better chance of selling. Now, Carol, what do you think? Did she do the right thing by turning down 200 quid?
I hope so. I'm sure with your advice she probably did, yes.
Well, I think the £200 Mike offered was a mistake. They're worth more. They're coming up now. Let's see what they get to.
Pair of 19th century Russian silver candlesticks. Rare things these. We can start the bidding off at £320. 320 on commissions. Any advance on 320? 340, 360. £360.
Internet's coming in at 360.
£400. 420, 440.
Offers on the book with the auctioneer.
60, £500 with me now. £500, any advance on 500.
It's at £500.
On commissions then at 500. Any further interest? 500 then all finished at £500.
£500. Okay.
She'll be thrilled.
Okay, I think she'll be pleased. There's £500. We have to take away some commission, so that's going to leave £425.
Wonderful.
I seem to recall that in the Belgian market where she bought them, it was a matter of a few pounds that she paid
That's
out.
right, that's right.
So she got herself a cracking buy. Are you happy?
That was the real deal.
That was the real deal? Take it home and tell Maria you've got yourself the real deal, girl. 425 quid.
Thank you.
So Carol's got some fantastic news to share with Maria. But did our dealers do as well? Although the pink flamingo may not be to everyone's taste, David Halkney found someone who loved it and sold it for £140. But hasn't been so lucky with the Dalton jug, which he's not managed to move on. Corrie found someone who shared her appreciation of the gramophone so much.
It's perfect. And the little dog listening to the gramophone, famous logo.
She sold it to them for just £90. And Mike Melody hasn't found anyone to take the miniature fireplace off his hands. But it really was Ian Towning's day, even though he paid well over the odds for the box coffee set.
I never go by what the auctioneers say.
He found a Japanese dealer who paid him £250 for it.
It's been a great day here in the sale room. There's been lots of action, lots of bidding and lots of buying, just the way we like it. Don't forget to join me, David Dickinson, next time for Dickinson's Real Deal. Bye for now.